Hey there, AG Army. It's the General here with a follow-up video. This is the Truth About Protein Part 2. And I felt I needed to do a follow-up because I think a few people got my last video on protein a little confused. They thought I was anti-protein powder, which I'm not. I'm actually just anti-crap protein powder. And the purpose of that video, more than anything else, was to let you know, in case you didn't already, about what goes on in the making of a lot of the protein powders on the market. So, and also my other main problem with protein powder as well is that, kids are buying the lower quality protein, the stuff that sells cheap, usually in 5-pound buckets, and they're thinking that this is going to be the magic wand for them, when in fact they should be relying more on food for their protein intake. And as I said before in the previous video, it's very easy to get your protein from food, and that's what you should rely on most heavily. Now, let's say for a moment that you can get a good quality protein, that you're willing to pay for a good quality protein powder, then it's perfectly fine. If you followed my shock and awe training and nutrition program that you can find at agarmy.com on our blog, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of cycling protein. And the reason I like to cycle not only the amounts of protein, but of course the where the protein is derived from. So you'll see that I recommend many different meats, and a good whey protein could fall into your protein cycling. The reason for this, of course, is because your body can become accustomed to a single type of protein, and you can develop intolerances to them. And I myself am a perfect example of that. I have developed intolerances to beef, to chicken, to eggs, and to whey. And now I'm actually just recently found I can start eating just a little bit of beef again. Chicken's still not good for me. I can do a little bit of whey, and pork as well. That was one that I was also tested for. So it's not all about me, but I just letting you know that these things happen. They do happen. They happen a lot. It's one of the reasons why people eat protein foods and their stomachs swell up. They get gas and they don't feel good. It's largely because of an intolerance. So, like I said, I'm not against whey protein or any other type of protein. I occasionally will use whey protein. It's a very good post-workout. It's got a really good essential amino acid content to it. Also, sometimes you're very, very rushed, and if you're not prepped in time, then you can use it as your protein source for your meal. Meal replacements and bars also fall in this category. But my big thing is, you shouldn't use them often. You should use them in cases of necessity. Recently, we flew to the United States, and you can't bring food with you, so we packed some meal replacement powders, some bars to use on the plane. So that's that's pretty much where I lie on protein powder. So use it sparingly. Once a day, I think, is more than enough. Any more than that, and like I said, you will develop an intolerance, and you can't use it at all for 6 months to a year. So, and also realize, jumping from protein to protein is not going to make the big differences that you may think. And that's directed mostly at the kids that go in, buy a protein powder, pay very little attention to the rest of their nutrition, and think that the protein powder is going to do it all for you. Even if you get a high quality protein, it's still a piece of the puzzle, and you don't want to rely on one protein source for all the reasons I already mentioned. So hope that clears it up a bit. I am certainly not anti-whey protein. Just be mindful, make sure you get a good quality product, and cycle it as you do with the rest of your protein sources. All right, thanks for joining me.